Welcome to Bitcoin Center Radio, recorded live from downtown Miami's expanding business district.
We are live, guys. Thank you for tuning into our first ever podcast. My name is Matthew Mano, Operations Manager of the Blockchain Center, and I am joined with today none other than world-renowned artist Johnny Dollar. Now, Johnny's focus is on issues of surveillance, cryptography. We know he's one of our good friends and good allies here in the blockchain space. Formerly based in Virginia, and he's recently moved down here to Miami, right across the street from us. So we are ecstatic to have him as our neighbor and our guest here on the first ever podcast. So thank you, Johnny, for joining us today. Appreciate that.
It's a pleasure to be here, Matt.
Awesome. So, tell me a little bit about what it's been like, man, making the journey down here, relocating. What are you working on? And what are you looking forward to being in the 305?
I just recently moved down here. I've set up the studio gallery across the street down here in downtown Miami because you can just feel the vibe. Something's happening in downtown Miami, building something. The blockchain center is like an anchor, and it's just like a gravity of it has been bringing devs and blockchain talent to the space, to the area.
Absolutely. You can see the change in the neighborhood. We've only been here about a half year now, I want to say, but even in that short amount of time, we're making an impact, dude.
Absolutely. I would say the amount of Bitcoin ATMs is growing for sure.
I think now globally, it's actually over 7,000, I want to say. But here alone, we got quite a few on the block.
I know, it's great. It's great. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, Bitcoin ATMs are what it's all about.
Doesn't get more mass adoption than that.
Absolutely.
Literally getting rid of your dirty fiat that's infected with coronavirus.
You don't need a bank. Don't need that teller. Who knows where their hands have been?
Why would you need that? Why would you need that at all? Yeah. So what's going on at the studio?
We're shaking. We're making things happen.
Nice.
Really just building it out and, this is just a surprise for the people here. It's going to be a crypto gallery.
Ooh.
There's a gallery within the gallery and only for token holders.
Okay.
But
interesting.
That's a little sneak peek. More is coming.
More sneak peek. Okay. So you'll have something on the front side.
There's something on the front side.
For the normies.
The normies. They just a normal gallery.
It's
a special gallery. It's good art, but it's Miami based and people walk by. But if they have the token, they can come go into the crypto gallery.
Okay, and there's some special stuff back there, guys. I can't really say much at this point in time, but
we're experimenting with how technology interacts with humanity and humanity's interplay with technology, whether that be digital, analog, pharmaceutical, cryptographic, neuro-linguistic. It's all coming together.
Dude, it's exciting, man. Is there any paintings in the works or anything on the horizon? Or
there is. There's quite a few. But there's a series going on now. You can say it's QR land, where there'll be interactive. Not only will there be wallets and cryptography within it, but the painting will tell a story, and it'll be an individual story depending on that person and how they interact with the painting.
Nice. Now, is that in Decentraland? Is that outside?
It's a real life painting, like the Show Me Your Cookies painting, but going further with that theme.
Okay, our good friend Cookie Monster here.
Yes, there's
on display at the blockchain
maybe
center.
we'll link to a photo of it later so people can see what it's about. But it does have many QR codes that build the landscape, and they're scannable, as you know.
Right.
And as you scan them, they tell a narrative depending on where you start and where you end.
So truly interactive.
Correct. Correct.
The ability to interface directly with it. All you need is a smartphone, right?
Correct. Oh, absolutely. Your iPhone, its camera is a QR scanner.
That's incredible, man. Love the stuff that you have here. Definitely looking forward to seeing more of it. So, I mean, what's we got to talk about this while we're here. It's everyone's buzzing about it. The headlines, you can't escape it. Coronavirus. I'll say it. I said the taboo word. Are we all going to die? Are we going to make it through? Are we going to have mass hysteria here in the States? What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on it. Well, I think there is a little bit of hysteria, and I think it's warranted. Honestly, you want to know the truth?
What's the truth?
The truth is, I remember H1N1, swine flu, all the other ones from back in the day.
Right.
And
the good old days.
The good old days. And they didn't hype any of those. They hyped him up. I take that back. They hyped him up to the nth degree.
Yeah.
This one, they were downplaying it because it's real. But is it real for you and me? No, but it's more
Not
real
for the average person.
No, it's for old people and sick people. And, unfortunately, there may be a thinning out of them. What will that do to South Florida? Well, if I was a stock person, I would short retirement home stock.
Not financial advice.
Not
but
financial advice.
All in on puts, basically.
Correct.
Right.
And I think there'll be a bunch of inheritances come into millennials and Generation Z, and they'll use that to pay off their student loans and buy crypto.
I think you're going to see a massive, probably the biggest transfer of wealth we've ever seen on the planet. When these boomers, sorry, boomers, when you guys bite the dust, that money's got to end up somewhere. It's going to be inherited. And, those millennials, they're not going to buy gold. They're not going to buy stocks. They're going to buy Bitcoin.
They're going to buy Bitcoin because they don't want to touch that dirty fiat. Like you said, the coronavirus, actually, they're probably going to get rid of fiat. I think
this could be a very surefire way to start banning cash. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, and we should be diligent to make sure Fed coin doesn't come out.
I think it's just a matter of time, though, man. I mean, obviously fight the power, but now I don't think the U.S. is going to do that first. I think you're going to see maybe China is going to, launch the digital yuan. I think they'll be first. But once that first government really launches a national digital currency, I think you're going to see a domino effect and countries just pile in almost like a frenzy of launches.
You think they'll all want their own individual one?
Absolutely. The thing is, though, where is Libra going to play into all this? Is Libra ever going to get off the ground? Is it just a dead project forever? Or
It's dead. It's dead. But it broke ground that got the conversation started.
It did get the conversation going. But what I've heard is that they're trying to bring it back now instead of just saying they're going to have, Calibra, their own in-house currency. I heard what they're trying to do to get some more momentum going is incorporating other coins. So I don't know if that's going to mean Bitcoin. I don't know if they're just going to go full Facebook and partner with Ripple or something like that.
So they'll have a basket of cryptos in there.
From what I've been reading lately, because it has stalled out so hard and all of their strategic partners have pulled out, MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, all those big guys, they're now trying to do exactly like a basket thing with other currencies. But, knowing Facebook, I don't really trust their judgment. So
no. I think they're too late. I think DeFi is going to make a difference.
That's where you think it's going, huh?
I think it's going. And I mean, we'll see, you could tell me more about the Lightning Network. I mean, is that gaining traction?
It's gaining traction. There's been a lot of progress made. We still got a long way to go. The capacity has severely ramped up, but in its current state, is it ready as a full complete layer 2 solution for Bitcoin? Absolutely not. But I think maybe in another year, maybe another 2, it's going to play part of the layer 2 solution.
People are working at it. It's moving, but I don't see anyone using it.
Right. It's not ready for a day-to-day.
No, not ready for prime time.
Mass adoption. And the thing is, when it comes to, testing stuff on Bitcoin, you got to make sure it's good to go. We're working with actual, sound money here. So you don't want to throw something on it,
Well, you may have heard of about the DeFi, not hack, but somebody manipulated the game on the Ethereum using Uniswap. There's the other day. It's real complicated, but some guy took a loan to leverage some Ethereum, borrowed it, really short loan.
Gotcha.
Used that, wrapped it into Bitcoin, and then made 2 pairs and was doing some trading.
Yeah. Oh, so he got burnt.
No, he actually burnt the system.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he did something stellar where he played both sides of this trade, leveraged this borrowed money.
Okay.
You saw some sort of vulnerability in Uniswap where they didn't get prices from other places and played this arbitrage game. Did this really quick, made a bunch of money on both ends of a trade, and like do like this leveraged pool where, you get money for lending your money to the DeFi. No, he really
Just derivatives on derivatives on derivatives.
Yeah, no, he played the system really quick. But I mean, that's good because that's what improves the system.
True.
We need people
This is
to
how we learn.
Yes.
The hackers, the manipulators are gonna do everything they can to brute force the system and find the glitches and find the flaws. But at the end of the day, it just makes us stronger. Right?
Absolutely,
because we can patch it and fix it. But he's probably sitting there like just kicking back. So he was able to cash it out though, and exit scam and
absolutely. Well, he technically didn't really do anything wrong.
Right. It was that gray area.
He just saw the holes in the system.
Saw the holes and took advantage of the holes. Yeah, I can't really blame the guy, but again, at the end of the day, it's just making the network more secure. Right?
Absolutely.
At the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Wow, crazy stuff. I mean, so what is it? I guess what are you looking forward to the most? Is it the halving? Is it global financial crisis 2.0? Is it Rona season?
I'm going to say
all three.
All three. Less interested in the halving.
Really?
I know. I mean, I think the financial crisis is a bigger one.
Huge problem.
Yeah. No. Everyone talks about the halving. I feel like this financial crisis is really going to show Bitcoin's power. The unconfiscatable power of it. Yeah. And that'll that's the tide that raises all boats. Like alt season will come from Bitcoin going up first.
We know it will.
Yeah.
We know it will. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think. We can kind of all agree we don't know what's going to happen in 2020, but shit's going down.
Oh, it's going down. This will be the year they remember.
It's an election year. I forgot to even mention that. Like, it's just so much stuff going on right now.
Do you think the election affects Bitcoin?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Depending on who wins, we're not going to have a better gauge of that until November comes. But, Trump's not the friendliest towards crypto.
He's not the worst.
He's not the worst, but he's not explicitly pro crypto.
True. No, and he has people that are straight up anti-crypto.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. No, he's old guard. No, I mean,
old school dude. Where's the got to figure out the boo here for Trump or something.
Yes. No. I mean, you could say boo XRP. Find that one.
Yeah.
For any XR people listening,
you should have left long ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you should. Yeah.
Can't even make
really,
an excuse.
Yeah, exactly. Litecoin people, don't put a second mortgage on your trailer home to buy Litecoin.
This is not financial advice.
This is not financial
At
advice.
the end of the day, it's not financial.
And, I'm just kidding. I love Litecoin. No, I don't.
Charlie, if you're listening, I'm sorry. We love you. We love you, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. But we're not here to talk about cryptocurrencies in particular. Right. But I would say the blockchain center in Miami and really what's going down here because
absolutely, man.
No, it's going down. I mean, there have been just amazing devs walking through here working, whether they're on EOS, had some great devs there. We had the Bitcoin hackathon here. Amazing stuff.
Huge,
amazing.
Dude. Lots of people working on everything. Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS.
What's your what project are you most interested in, excited about?
Gotta say Bitcoin, man.
Bitcoin, just Bitcoin in general.
Just Bitcoin, baby. Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin fixes this. I think it's going to be a huge year. Obviously, right now, people are a little down in the dumps with the recent price action, but I think the narrative from the mainstream media, that's just the most frustrating one to deal with, right? Because they see the market crashing, and then with this Corona thing, kind of everything crashed together, right? And the initial sell-off, right? Gold was selling off, even oil was down.
How much has Bitcoin crashed? 10% from where it was?
Right. So it's not even, when you look at it relative to how other assets have performed, Bitcoin's held up pretty damn well. And now being able to hold on to 9,000 and stay above 9,000, like we're still above, okay, don't quote me on it. I believe we're still above the 200-day moving average, right? But we're like below the 50 moving average right now. So we're kind of stuck in this range, but we're not necessarily, we haven't necessarily negated the upward trend. We're still
we're definitely in a bull market. We definitely are. And not financial advice.
say, I mean, we should just have like a
Legal
acronym
disclaimer.
for that. Legal disclaimer. I'm just some artist on the internet. Don't take financial advice. If you take financial advice from me, you are.
Let's see which one. Yeah, don't take financial advice from us. That's scary, but we can be there, to help guide you.
Absolutely.
And educate you. And that's really what the Blockchain Center is. We're, an education center. We're an event venue. We're a co-working space. So we're building the community here in Miami, and globally. It's exciting.
No, absolutely. I've personally seen at least a half a dozen just projects start from people meeting each other here.
That's what it's about, man. Yeah. It's about networking and connecting with the right people and just being able to have a physical space where we could bring like the best and brightest minds in crypto together.
You can come here and talk about it and people will understand what you're talking about. It's not like your friends back home and everyone's like, what are you talking about? No, here.
Talk about that damn Bitcoin thing.
Come to the Blockchain Center. You don't have to be alone. There's others. You have a community here.
Right here, guys. 21 Southeast, first half, third floor. Shout out to the whole team, really holding it down. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Erica. Shout out to Scott. Shout out to Maria. Everyone
holding it down. Yeah.
Anyone that I might be forgetting, I'm sorry. We love you guys. We love everyone. But yeah, come through. Pull up on us.
Yeah. No. We have VR game nights.
Every Friday, VR game nights. Every other Monday, Mass Adoption Monday, Crypto Monday. Next week, just action-packed schedule. I'm going to pull up the schedule for you right now. We got Mass Adoption Monday kicking it off on Monday. That's going to be lit. You might even be saying a few words there.
I might have a surprise.
Might have a little surprise up your sleeve. Tuesday, Tabo's presenting Crypto Tax 101. Critical information with tax day coming up.
Is there a charge for that?
It's $50, but the value given, I would say, is well over $500 value.
Easily. Depending I know myself was worried about taxes. Like it's this daunting thing.
It's scary, man.
But Tabo, like when I listen to him, man, it really, made me put me at ease, made me understand the situation.
He's sharp. He knows his stuff. He will help you out. Okay. I know a lot of you guys are thinking, I'm just going to claim a boating accident and I lost all my crypto, but when you can't do that, he's really here to help us out. So yeah, come through. That's Tuesday. Kicks off at $7, $50. But like I said, crazy enormous.
Does he accept crypto as
yes,
payment?
I think he just set it up on his website yesterday.
Very nice.
With Coinbase Commerce. Hell yeah, baby. Wednesday, we have a GPU mining course. That's kicking off at 7, hosted by Crypto Man Ken.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Knows his stuff when it comes to building Ethereum rigs. Friday double event. We have a tilt brush workshop. That's how to learn to create VR art.
Awesome.
That's at 7. And then again, game night. Every Friday, guys, 8 to 12. Just a good time here. Got the virtual reality games. We got old school games if you want to catch these hands and smash. Even card games. If you're a boomer, pull up. We got card games. Little bit for everybody.
Absolutely.
But yeah, anything else you want to let the people know what you're working on, or?
Check me out on johnnydollar.biz on Instagram. My website's johnnydollar.biz. Come by the studio. If you come to the Blockchain Center, just across the way, you can find the crypto gallery. And if you're interested in getting a token to be a token holder, contact me and we'll get you started.
Let's go. Follow us on Instagram, guys. Don't forget Bitcoin Center Miami. Follow us on Twitter as well. Bitcoin Center Miami, Blockchain Center, Blockchain MIA on Twitter. We got a few giveaways going on right now on the Bitcoin Center Miami page. So hit that up. That's a cold storage coin and a ballet wallet. So that's it's like over a $50 value right there, just in free wallets.
Yeah, those cold storage coins are very cool.
The cold storage coins are really cool, especially the Bitcoin ones.
Mother's Day coming. Mothers love cold storage coins.
Mother's Day is coming up, guys. Get your cold storage coins now. But thank you so much, Johnny, for joining us on the first ever inaugural podcast episode.
It was
really
a pleasure. It was great,
guys.
It was great.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Move to Miami and buy Bitcoin. Thanks.
Strategically located in downtown Miami's emerging business district, the Blockchain Center is the premier hub of the Americas for for teaching, networking, and building the distributed future. Our mission is to manifest the mass adoption of blockchain technology and onboard the next 6 billion people to the global monetary revolution.